Now to some in-depth coverage of another potential project, this one in the city of Providence. The group Moving Together Providence is looking to have the 610 connector become a boulevard rather than a highway. Joining us with more on this interesting story, this proposed change, is James Kennedy from Moving Together Providence.
Nice to talk to you.
You too. So tell us how this idea sort of came about.
Well, anyone that's following transportation will know that the 610 connector is getting really old, and a lot of it is practically ready to fall to the ground. And so the state has to decide what it's going to do with that infrastructure. And instead of replacing the highway, which has been really damaging to Providence, we're encouraging RIDOT and the city to take a look at a boulevard.
So explain to us what a boulevard is and the difference between that and a highway.
So with a highway, you have on and off ramps. With a boulevard, you just have a street next to development. In our proposal, there would be 70 acres of new land that the city could develop. That's like 3 195 districts. And on top of that, the boulevard offers a lot of opportunities for walking, biking, transit. So it's really going to add capacity and make all the kind of traffic problems that we see on the 610 connector go away.
You think the problems would actually go away? I'm interested to see how that would happen when you now would probably have traffic lights and things like that along the way, where now you just kind of have a straight shot through, and we still have problems on it for the commute.
So one of the problems that you have with an urban highway is that it cuts off the normal street network. So anyone that has to go anywhere has to get on the highway, and it creates kind of a collector of traffic. What the boulevard would do is reconnect all of the streets to kind of create a full fabric and give people the options to be able to go a number of different routes.
What is the cost difference between revamping the highway and transitioning to a boulevard?
So one of the advantages of a boulevard is that it would reduce the length of the bridges, in some cases by more than 80%. And that means that the boulevard would be a lot cheaper. On the other side of things, it also adds that development land, again 70 acres, which is a humongous amount of land. And so the city can expect, and the state can expect, to get tax revenue from new buildings as well.
All right, when might we see any sort of next step in this process here?
So the city of Providence is looking together with communities and with us to put together meetings about this. They haven't set any dates, but they're looking for early March. So people should keep apprised of that and contact the city if they have any questions.
All right, very, very interesting. We'll have to track that and see what ends up happening. We appreciate you joining us. If you'd like to know more about the project or see the interview again in its entirety, just head to WPRI.com.